Hello everyone, Peppe Merolla here. Hello everyone, Peppe Merolla here. How are you guys doing? And here I am again with some free drum tips. Anyway, just want to make sure you guys can hear my voice. Okay, yes, and I guess everything is good. You guys can hear me pretty good. Please feel free to ask any questions. Today's topic is master studies by the one and only, the great late friend Joe Morello. So, as you guys know, and if you guys don't know, I'm going to repeat that again. I was very lucky to have met and be a friend with Joe Morello, and hang out with him many times back in the days when I was living in New York City. I used to, go to his house. We used to hang out and practice together, and I was a very lucky, I consider myself a very lucky guy that I've met the great Joe Morello, besides the great Mickey Rourke and, Jimmy Cobb, Louis Hayes, and many other people. But Joe Morello was one of my best friend. We used to practice on the practice pad, before my way to New York. When I was on my way to the gig in New York City, I used to stop because I used to live outside of New York City. I used to live in Pennsylvania, which was like in Yardley, PA, exactly close to Philadelphia, which is another wonderful, beautiful, wonderful city for jazz musicians and cats, and beautiful, truly a beautiful place, Philadelphia and New York. So anyway, to make a long story short, since I was a kid, I used to practice. When I was practicing and taking lessons from my teacher, Walter Scolti, I was working on master studies. So, and working through the book, which what I did, one of the many books that I did, but specifically master study really got my heart. I really was really in love. I fell in love with. I got hooked up on those pages, page 73 and 74, which since, it's been a very long time. I was like 17 years old when I was starting writing all those different variations coming from page 73 and 74. So now, as you guys know, and if you don't know, get the book, Master Studies by Joe Morello, and get page, and check out page 73 and 74. Because to me, that page was the opening eye for my push and pull and Mahler technique, and it's all connected, and I will show you why. Okay, I'll give you a brief example of why I believe that page 73 is the killer. It's a great page to practice and to know to develop a good push and pull and Mahler technique. I'll tell you why in a second. But before I do that, hello everyone, Peppe Merolla here. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy. To answer your question. And for some of my friends that they're following right now, and people that they already know who I am, hello again. For the new ones that you guys are watching right now, stay tuned right now, hooked up right now. Stay there. Get your drumsticks and practice pad. Get your drumsticks and practice pad, and practice with me. I'm going to be sharing this a couple of variations, maybe more. We'll see what the interaction will be. But here live simultaneously on my Facebook fan page, and YouTube right now. You can check out my YouTube, Pepori Jazz, Peppe Merolla. And please click that button, subscribe. We always need more subscribers. So here it is, page 73 by Joe Morello. That's what it is. Starts with the first. It's like 8 bars. So I think it's 8 bars exercise. I don't have the page right in front of me because I play it by memory by now. I've been playing it for so long. But anyway, the 2 bars exercise. Okay, 8 lines, I guess. Yes, I'm pretty sure. We'll see. So anyway, so we got the first bar. Those are all 8 notes. Okay, that's the quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna just play it as a written. Okay. 4, 1. Okay. Then the second bar would be 2/16 and an 8 note to complete the bar. 2/16 and 8 notes plus 6 8 notes. So we'll go like this. Now I'm gonna play line number 1. And then it adds up, on the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth line. So on the second line, since on the first we have 2/16 and 8 notes, on the second line we have 4/16 in the first beat of the second bar. So which is 1, 2, second line. So here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's gonna adds up 2 more 16 on the third, 2 more 16. So on the third line we will have 4/16 on the second bar, 4/16, 2/16 and an 8 note, and then on the third will be 2/16 notes, 2 quadruplets. Okay, 4/16, 4/16. Second bar of the third line. Okay, so that's what it is. But now, let's talk about the exercise, and let's see if someone here is writing. We got comments here. Pagina del Masterstato Joe Morello in tutte le salse. Oreste Sbarra. Ciao, Oreste. So here it is. We have, this is the exercise as a written. I'm going to play the whole thing for you guys. Three, 4, and then I will do the same thing with the right hand. Okay, and so on and so forth. Now, let's talk about the exercise, why I believe that page 73 is a very helpful, and it's a great, great, great exercise. It's a great page. And what it really inspired me to create all those different variations. So here it is. First of all, as you guys know, I love, the push and pull technique with the left hand or with the right hand. So now, if we think about it, even the Mahler technique, that's Mahler. Okay, so here it is. The reason why Morello, page 73, as you guys can see, there is an accent on every beat. Okay? So this exercise really is going to reinforce you, and it's going to give you an understanding of what the Mahler technique is about, the motion of the Mahler technique. Because when you play 3 notes, you're making the same motion. Okay, and same thing with the right hand. So that's how I came up with the Merolla snap at the end. We'll talk about this later. But anyway, so the reason why I do love page 73 is because of this, 70 and 74, is because of this motion. Okay, because it really helps me to develop and reinforce my molder technique, actually. So anyway, it gives me an understanding on the motion. Because a lot of people ask, man, how you play the molder? Well, it's in my course when I'm online and I teach online. By the way, I'm sorry if I should say that because I shared this video on many group pages, but please, don't get me wrong. I had to say this. I teach online, so automatically I talk about this a lot, about molder, about push and pull, and and all the open, close, hands technique, feet technique. So anyway, from those 2 pages, I created different variations. I came up with the different variations for page 73 and 74. So I'm going to share one of them. Okay. So first of all, after you guys practice and the page as it written, with the left hand and with the right hand, play that accent, this motion. Very important. So I would suggest to practice very slow first and get used to this motion. Okay? So anyway, now, one of the variations that I love, it's also on this page, on 73, page 73, Master Studies by Joe Morello. I came up with also a variation to get involved, to get my feet involved in along with the hands. So let's say, for example, you can play push and pull technique with the left hand, ostinato 16th notes. So that's the tempo right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right hand plays the melody. Page 73 plays the melody. And then you can do the same thing with the right hand. Hold on, let me take this out of the way here. Get this out of the way in a second. Here it is. There you go. And you can play match grip as well. With the left hand or traditional grip. Same. And so on and so forth. Now, from this, I wanted to add a bass drum. Let's start with a quarter note bass drum. Right hand plays the melody on any of the drums. In this case, I'm using cowbell, the cowbell. Okay? Now, here it is. I'm going to break it down and slow it down for you, and I'm going to add also the hi-hat, so stick around. Like I said, I'll always suggest to practice very slow. No one is chasing you. Get yourself on a drum set, comfortable, and practice, without thinking, oh man, I got to do this by tonight. There is no way in the world that me or anyone in the world can do this overnight. Nothing happens overnight. So take your time. Nobody's chasing you. There is no rush, okay? When it comes down to music, it's life dedication. We have to dedicate our life to it. That's it. There's only one way to do it, and it's this, unfortunately. So now, let's add the hi-hat. So I came up with the idea to add the 2-3 clavet, thanks to my dear friend Horacio Negro Hernandez, one of my dear friend, and he's one of my mentors. So here it is, the 2-3 clavet. So now. So you play. Now, let me break it down very slow. 16 notes, ostinato, using push and pull. Right hand plays the melody. Left foot, 2-3 clavet. Bass drum quarter note. And that's, and that is something that I love. I came up with this idea. In fact, I'm not done with the book yet, by the way. Keep an eye on my page, on my website, about this upcoming book. I don't even know the name of the book yet. Maybe Merolla's Morello. We'll see. Drum Merolla? I don't know. So anyway, this is one of the, for more the advanced, of course, the advanced part, because there is also the beginner. This book has almost, it really covers everything about, studying and practicing the drums. Also the warm-up, starting with the warm-up. It starts this book is that I'm writing, I think it's like 2 parts. We can really divide this book in 3 different sections: beginner, intermediate, advanced. So this was one of the advanced, okay? So then another variation that I'd like to share with you guys is the same thing. Play the melody with the left hand and keep the string. Hold on a second. Because that's important. Hold on, give me 1 second. Please, if you have any question, write, please. I'd love to hear from all of you guys. Any ideas, any, music. Sharing music is my thing. I love this. I'm about family first. Family, music, food, health, happiness, all positive things. Life is already hard enough nowadays, especially nowadays. So, what we got left? The only thing we really got left is getting on a drum set and share music and try to help other people out there. And hey, me, I practice every day. I teach every day. I practice every day, and I play some gigs. Here, I'm not traveling, because of COVID, and because it's my decision. In fact, I got a record out, right before COVID, and then COVID came. I had to postpone everything. But anyway, that's another story. We'll pick that one up later. When everything comes down and I feel more comfortable, then I can travel again. But right now, hey, I love to be right there and communicate with each and every one of you and meet each and every one of you and practice and get better. Because when I'm going to be, touring again, I'm going to be, I'm sure all going to get together, and I'm sure I'm going to meet each and every one of you. Okay? So here it is. Where are we? So, about the jazz feel, right? The string. Hold on a second. The second variation that I like. I forgot to take it off. So, another variation that I like is this. Set up a nice, beautiful swinging. Swinging. Ding, 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 boom, boom. All right, so now, with the left hand, I play the melody of page 73. Master Studies Joe Morello, page 73. So what am I doing? Nice, beautiful quarter notes, feather it with the bass drum. Boom, ding, 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 ding. Now the thing is, now we're going to go deep. We're going to go really dive deep. So hold on one second. Just here it is. It's very nice to find the right balance and the right string. Make a string. Like I went live yesterday. I don't know if you guys missed that, but I think it's on Instagram. It's meaningless to practice something without a string, without making a string, without playing music with it. Practicing an exercise is not just like a mechanical thing. No, guys. No. Practicing anything we practice, we got to make it musical. So, and here it is. We find the right balance. Start slow. Okay? Yeah, now this is already swinging. I love it. There you go. Left hand reads the melody, page 73, Master Studies. I missed one, but it's okay. I don't have the page on me. I'm just playing by memory. There you go. Last line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. sorry, guys. I went somewhere else. But anyway, I got, I got taken away from the moment I had to take away. It just happened. I'm sorry. It just happened. What do you want me to say? So, here it is. Like I said, that's another variation that I like. Okay? Another variation that I also love is the to split the melody between the left hand and the right foot. So we go like this. Okay, that's another great way to do it. First of all, I love doing this one because, as you guys can see, I don't know if you guys noticed that. When you get to the 2, 16, and 8 notes, sorry. Okay. It inverts. So now you're leading with the left hand. And then you switch. You're gonna end up, leading with the right foot. And same thing, when you play the even 16 notes, it keeps out switching. Okay, but when you get the 8 note, the 2, 16, and 8 notes, boom, you go back. So it goes back and forth between left and right foot. 2, 3, 4, 1. Now right foot. Okay, now 16 notes. Now again, we have a 16 notes and 2, 16, and 8 notes, and it's going to invert. Watch. See, pa, ta. See, I love that. All of this, man, it's all about the foundation technique, being command, and, of course, dynamic and all. I will never stop saying and repeating the same thing because guess what? I'm telling the truth. People think they can take lesson for 2 weeks. Great, I'm going to be great. Not true. Or they're going to practice for a year, that's it. Not true. Or I go to college. I graduate from college. My main instrument is drums. And that's it. I know everything about drums because I graduated from college. Not true. Not true. Actually, when you graduate from college, then you got to go out and take some private lessons. Serious drum private lessons. That's the truth. That is the truth. Period. Serious drum lessons. Because it is what it is. You do the math. So, anyway, let's see now. I showed you this single one. Okay, so I'm going to give you one more variation and then that's all for today. That's it for today because because then I got to teach. So here it is. Executing, I'm trying to think which variation should I give you guys. I'm going to give you something kind of cool for the advanced or intermediate and advanced actually. You know, it depends how you play it. I mean, I can make, a simple paradiddle, and just like saying, I can just say, okay, that's like for advanced drummers. Because paradiddle is this, as you guys know. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Okay, but to execute and play a paradiddle like this, you got to be an advanced technique section, advanced player, finesse, dynamic. Hello? Okay, here it is. So I'm going to play it first very slow, and then I'll execute the same exercise more for the advanced or for the even for the intermediate. Okay, but I'm going to show you what the goal should be. So we keep on playing paradiddle. You play study paradiddle. Very quiet. Now, based on those paradiddle, we just play the melody of page 73. That's one of the first. I think this is the basic variation of the paradiddle because I came up with the two, maybe three. I can't remember now, but it's 2 or 3. So I'm giving you the first one. Playing paradiddle, just play an accent on the melody of page 73. That's a very difficult one. That's a hard one, guys, because you don't change the sticking. And you still have that third note. So you have to really balance those notes. So the advice that what I suggest you guys to do is to practice very slow, each line at a time, slow. Wow, that's the third variation that I'm coming up with. The third one is so difficult, but that's the challenge. Guys, a lot of people that say simplicity is the key, and I agree. But why do we practice? Why should I practice at home something that I already know how to play it? I can dust off some of the stuff that I already know how to play, but then I got to move on. I want to get challenged. It's challenging. Some people say, even Steve Gadd, some people say that about Steve Gadd. Well, the group is the bill. Yes. But, in a way, I also believe that Mr. Steve Gadd is at home practicing like a maniac. And he's practicing on new things. See, the rhythm displacement, the new book that he has out, which I believe is a wonderful book. So, to me, this is the challenge. We don't want to really practice on stuff that we already know how to play it. When are we going to come up with new ideas? When you're going to get better? When you're going to, improve your drumming? Never. You only play stuff that you already know and work it in. Fine, but then you want to work on different things, right? We need to grow. We need to challenge ourselves. Okay? So don't believe in some of the things that people say. Steve Gadd said. We don't really know if Steve Gadd really said it. One thing I believe that Steve Gadd made money playing great music with great groups, with great technique. And when I say great technique, that means that Steve Gadd works his butt off at home and he practices. He knows. And we can tell. There's no way, no way he could have played the way he plays if he would be practicing every day. Okay? That's what keeps us alive. See Buddy Rich? He played great until the end of his days. Why? Because Buddy Rich was practicing. He was blessed. Yes, he was one of the special kind of, people. Blessed by God as well. But, hey, you can tell, they played great until the end because they moved their hands right. They know the technique. Okay, I'm not going to go and say more, but hear this. Paradiddle. Okay, and then the last one, second variation. When you get to the 16 notes, you can also play all singles. I'm going to do that again. And then back to the paradiddles. Okay, you practice that very slow. So the first variation, it's all paradiddles without changing the sticking. The second variation is paradiddle, but then when you get to the 16 notes, you play all singles, and it's going to invert. Watch. See, with the left now. I'm leading with the left. And it's going to be leading with the right hand. So it switches back and forth, which I love it. Okay, so when you speed it up, you practice slow. Practice all different tempos. Okay, so I love this exercise, guys. I love it. Play, and don't forget to practice all different tempos and use the all dynamic range. Okay, so with that being said, I would love to say goodbye to each and every. I wanted to thank you first. My name is Peppe Merolla. Check out my website at www.peppemerolla.com. Follow me on my media pages, profiles, Facebook fan page, Instagram. Check out my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button. We all need more subscribers. Share the videos. There's a bunch of free drum tips on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Put a comment. Anything. Share with your friends. My goal is to help you guys all and, keep you guys playing like I do. I miss I miss get together with people. So right now, because of COVID, what happened? Hey, I'm home, like I said at the beginning of the video, practicing, teaching online, whatever, and go out there, try to give, because we are givers. Sometimes we don't receive, but I believe that as long as we are givers, we give without asking anything, we can sleep better at night with pure heart and music and the love and the family and the food. Guys, that's what life is all about. Enjoy it. Keep playing music. Keep drumming. Peppe Merolla here. Ciao.